I had the chance to sit down with Zips Fencing Club founder and Vice President David to find out a little bit more about fencing and how the club got its start.
I've always kind of wanted to do it since as a kid, but it's just been I haven't had the opportunity to. So finally, 3 years ago, I just Googled fencing clubs in my area, and the first club I went to was Wadsworth Fencing, and I've been fencing there ever since. And then last year, I finally said, you know what, Akron U's got to have a club, and I got that ball rolling.
After quick warm-ups to begin practice, members put on their gear while Zips fencing coach John showed a few new members some techniques of fencing. Excited by what I was seeing, but as a beginner when it comes to fencing, I asked David about the techniques taught in the club.
We teach a lot of strategy, first the basic form of fencing. You gotta get your footwork down and then your blade work down before you could do anything. It's like gotta learn how to walk before you can run. And then as the lessons go on, we go into strategy. How do we manipulate the distance between the two fencers? And beyond that, we go over tactics. And then if my point hits target area, which is in foil fencing, it's from the torso, just the torso and the electronic bib right here, they get the touch, like I would get the touch. If, however, during that phrase where I'm coming forward with my blade extending, they parry and riposte, they intercept my blade with a blade contact and then they hit me, it's their touch, despite even if two lights go off. And then from there, if I come forward and I miss and then they hit, it's their touch. There's other nuances to that, but I'm just going to try to keep it as simple as that.
With fencing being such an obscure sport, I asked David what he loved the most about it.
The very close bouts where it's neck to neck, I'm equally skilled with the other opponent, and it becomes really okay, what did he do and how am I going to adjust my action? How am I going to create the opening to get the touch? And when it's that close, it's an exciting bout and it's very competitive.
Beginning to understand fencing a little bit more, I asked David about how people could join.
Anyone who's alumni, grad students, teachers, undergrad, anyone who's in that umbrella of the university is welcome. No experience is necessary, and we have our own gear, and no gear is also necessary.
Anyone interested in joining the Zips Fencing Club can email zipsfencingclub@gmail.com or visit facebook.com/zipsfencing. This has been Chris Seifert with Lights Camera Akron.